Okay, here we go. Hey folks, thanks for watching. Not sure how long I'm gonna stream because it's late and I'm already pretty tired, but I'm bored and I figured I should play a little bit of Fall Guys because I know that Season 4 releases, I think, next week. So they are doing like double the XP or double the fame, whatever they're calling it. So I thought, you know, I'd play a little bit. I haven't played this in a while, so we'll give it a shot. Hey, welcome to the chat, Sam. I'm kind of bored with this game, but I put like 200 hours into this, literally, over last year. This was like my go-to quarantine game besides Animal Crossing. So, yeah, we'll see if I still want to play it. I'm terrible though, probably, because I haven't played in months. I don't like this level. Oh, nice, right on. Okay, very cool. I try to talk to as many people as possible, but I always end up forgetting names. It's already falling off. Should I try to push people off? Oh. You just try to push someone off, so it's justice. I kind of feel like I'm a dickhead if I push people off. And karma. We spoke about cereal. I think I remember that actually. That sounds familiar. I shitpost way too much. So I pushed somebody off and fell off immediately. That's what I get. But I was punishing them because they pushed someone off as well. I want to select the main show because when I just try to do Slime Survivors, the queue takes forever. Yeah, Tomb Raider's pretty good. Is it the last one that came out? I don't remember what the name of it was. I think it was Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That was pretty fun, actually. I played that a couple of years ago. I actually really liked it. Does the game have crossplay? This game? I don't know. I don't think it does have crossplay. I could be wrong, though. Oh, so it's Rise of the Tomb Raider. Is that the second one? I think that's the second one. That one was pretty fun. I played all the newer Tomb Raider games, and I enjoyed all of them. It's okay to push if they did it first. I think that that's fair. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to be a dickhead griefer on here and fuck with people, but if I see somebody else fucking with somebody else, then I think it is acceptable for me to mess with them. Although I accept the consequences if I end up losing, which happened. I don't like any of the winter levels. I think that they are shitty. What? You can probably hear my dog growling in the background. I think she's growling at my cat. What? And now she's getting the other dog very upset. This is what I have to deal with. What's better, physical or digital? I know that digital is probably better for the environment, but I do like to collect physical games because I'm a boomer and I kind of have like all the games that I bought when I was a teenager. I've kept all of them, even from like the GameCube era. So I try to keep physical games, but you know, it is convenient to have digital. I'm not doing well. I mean, I still buy digital. All of my Steam games obviously are digital. I'm not doing well. I think I'm gonna change my costume. I don't like this one. I'm sick of it. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, did it. Come on. Come on, construction worker, you can still do this. I'm rooting for you. Everyone's watching you. Nope. Oh, and I made it into the top 50%. Okay, I'll take it. Did you find a kitty? I don't know why she's angry. Zoe, come here. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? She's really upset at something, and I don't know what. Okay. She's calmed down. I think that she's still on high alert, though. I would love to play video games with another progressive YouTuber. I don't think that Kyle plays much video games, but I have played with Christo Avalis. We've played off stream. I would definitely play with David Dole. Although I don't know that he plays on PC though. Oh, thank you so much. That's really cool of you to say, Sonny. I know that Jeff Waldorf also plays. I'd love to play with him. I think it would be cool if we did like a dual stream together. I would definitely be down for that. I know that Farron Cousins plays as well. I don't know if he plays on PC. Him and I played each other's Mario Maker levels last summer or the summer before. And he made some really difficult levels. I don't think I beat his levels now that I'm thinking about it. I feel like I'm doing pretty good so far, but anything can go wrong in this game. Okay, did pretty good there. Ever played RuneScape? I have not played RuneScape. Vosh vs Humanist Report sounds cool. Yeah, I'd play Vosh. Funny story, I actually was listening to a Vosh stream while he was playing Fall Guys, and I was playing Fall Guys at the same time. And we got paired into the same match. Like, we weren't on a team or anything, but I saw that, like, it looked like he was in the same level that I was on, and it was really funny. Kyle Kalinski's like an old young dude. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see if he plays video games. I think it would be cool if he did play. I should try to convince him. I really hate this costume that I have. It was cool at first, but I'm sick of it now. Okay, so far though. Push it, push it. Okay. We're not working with each other. Okay. My team is not coordinating very well. Okay. Now we're just gonna block each other. At least we're not losing though. Okay, push it into... Folks, what are we doing here? Come on, people. Okay. Everyone is pushing it in a different direction. I might as well just not do anything. You guys, we're losing now. We are losing. Yellow team is already qualified. Come on, come on. If they would have pushed it into the little boxing glove, boom, there we go. Then it really like shoots it across the map. Although I think it's probably too late. No, push it. The other way. Oh, we're so doomed. We're so doomed. But that's okay because I want to change my costume really badly. How does Kyle pronounce Mario? I've never heard him say Mario. Does he say Mario? There are some weirdos in the world that say Mario. Mario Kart. Really? People say Mario? Interesting. I watched this gaming YouTuber named Bob Wolf, and he says Mario instead of Mario, and it drives me nuts. There are some people who just say Mario. I don't know why. It's not that big of a deal, but it does kind of drive me nuts. Okay, let me change costumes here, because I'm over this. I have quite a bit of costumes. I played the hell out of this game for a while. What do I want to do? I could be Sonic. There was... Hang on a second. This dude. This dude is cool. I'm gonna be this dude with like a hot dog bottom. I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna change the face though. Blue. Now I'm kind of like an SJW low-key. I like it. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure. I've never heard Kyle talk about video games or Mario. That would be fun. I am terrible at Smash. I did play Smash quite a bit when it first came out, but I haven't played it probably in like more than a year. So I would basically be starting from scratch. I'm kind of not a huge fan of fighting games. I mean, I play them and I like them from time to time, but I'm not very like competitive. It's okay though. Sometimes you can get lucky with those. I like the panda costume. There's also a red panda costume I've seen and I really like it. This is probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna try this. Oh, I knew I would not make it. Oh no! Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I think it's worth the risk. Oh, come on. Nice. Okay. I think we made it to the checkpoint. Oh, that is so kind. Thank you so much for saying that. That is really cool to hear. I really appreciate that. That's cool to know. Thank you so much. Okay, that's interesting. I don't think I've seen those videos. So he was denouncing radical feminism, and it was about video games and the old tropes of damsels in distress. Huh, interesting. That's funny. I kind of want to check that out. No kidding. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Is it Isabel? That's awesome. Thank you. You just made my day. That's so cool. Biden played as Luigi. Did you guys see the Means TV video where they were talking about like different Mario Kart characters and what their political ideology was? I think they said that like Bowser was a fascist and Peach was a tanky, I think. It was hilarious. I don't like this one because it's too boring. I'm just gonna clap in somebody's face. Oh, I was not paying attention. Orange. Alright, I'm just gonna follow everyone. Okay, I like the alligator costume too. I don't know if I have that one. I'm not gonna try to memorize these things. I'm just going to do my own thing. Waluigi's an anarchist. I don't remember all of them, but it was hilarious. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? Okay, over here. Perfect. I'm like crowd surfing right now. Okay. Oh, okay. I think Waluigi was on the list. I don't remember what he was, though. He strikes me as a fash, if I'm being honest. Okay, where to? Alright, looks like this better be it. Okay, we did it. I memorized precisely 0. I just followed everyone else. It bugs me that somebody is dressed up as Santa Claus. It's March. I don't want to see anything Christmas or Halloween. Even the winter theme right now, like this winter theme is really like bugging me out because it's almost spring officially. So I want to see like sunshine and I don't know, bright colors. Although the sci-fi theme, it looks pretty cool. It may bring me back into this game. I'm really feeling this costume. The hot dog bottom is just like, it's perfect. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go for the bronze. Okay. Oh, I put a little switch right there. Ah, that was okay. I could have done better, but I'm not too mad. Oh, that was brilliant. I'm not doing too hot, but not too many people have qualified yet. Let's switch right there. Ah, yes, did it. Okay. Alright, not too bad. I feel like I did pretty good there. Yeah, you know, the new season is probably going to bring me back into it. I got a little bit burnt out with Fall Guys because I overplayed it. I played like so many hours. I think it was over 200. It might not have been like 200. It was like well over 150 for sure. But the third season was kind of boring to me. Like they didn't add enough new stuff, so I kind of checked out and got into the Dark Souls series, which I will be streaming, by the way, this weekend. I'm going to play Sekiro, and I am really, really looking forward to that. Mario is a communist. I wouldn't have thought of Mario as a communist. What's going on? Oh, that started me like super close to the camera. Oh, I just dead path. Oh, I could have stayed there. Let's see. If you mess up, then I'm getting it. Nope, you didn't mess up. Should I just wait here? No, because somebody else was. Not doing too hot. Oh no! Oh, the dude like threw me off my game. Nope, come on. I gotta get this one. Nope, that's mine, bud. Sorry. Oh, you got it. Okay, here we go. Oh, man. Okay. Not doing too bad, as long as we're not in last place. Oh my god, I'm really doing terribly. I am not an asset to my team. I feel really bad for them. I've got to get like a gold to redeem myself. Now we're in last place. Largely because of my incompetence. Come on, I've got to get like 1 gold to save the entire team. And I'm like in an area where they're not spawning. We're tied now. No thanks to me. And we're losing again. Oh, if I got that gold, then we would have been okay. Have you ever raged playing a video game? Oh, for sure. Multiple times. Not really Dark Souls though, which is where I expected myself to rage, but I think it's because my expectations were so low in terms of like what my performance would be. Oh, I didn't exit in time. Who do I hope runs in 2024? It's hard to say. Like, my instinct is to say someone like AOC, but at the same time I think she's a little bit young to run, and I'd rather her build up more experience in Congress, so that way if she were to ever run for president, she'd actually be more effective. I really don't know who's gonna run. Like, I can't anticipate anyone running who's progressive, who has like a lot of name recognition. I've looked at some early polls from 2024, and like at the top of the list is Kamala Harris and Michelle Obama, so I don't necessarily have too much hope for the left in 2024. I'm crossing my fingers. Yeah, AOC is unrealistic. And thank you for saying I'm dope. I really appreciate that. Luigi would be a social democrat, and Wario an anarchist capitalist, or anarcho-capitalist, and Donkey Kong is an eco-fascist. I could see that actually. That would make sense. AOC should run for the Senate, if anything. Yeah, you know, I would prefer that probably. Thank you for the follow. Could AOC beat Gillibrand? I think so. Gillibrand performed like surprisingly terribly in the 2020 primary. Do I watch anime? I don't watch anime. I watched a little bit of Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon as a kid, but I haven't watched like any. Sure that Tangerine will run again. The fact that you called him Tangerine was really funny to me. You think Kirsten Cinema is best, is getting voted out. She definitely deserves it. I hope so. Who knows? Democratic Party voters love to elect terrible people. They support policies that progressives want when you look at public opinion polls, but then they still end up voting in like really bad centrist to right-wing Democrats a lot of the time. So we'll see. She definitely needs a primary challenger. That's for damn sure. I'm trying to say hi. My doggy may want to say hi, but I don't think I can pick her up right now. Because as soon as I do, the game's gonna start. Hang on a second, okay? You can come up and say hi in a second. I know. No! Asshole. Now I gotta, like, try to push that person off. No, not you, sorry. Got him! Try to push me off. I'll push you off, fucker. Come on, people. Let's die. Somebody die. Somebody fall off. 2 more. Come on, come on. There we go. Hey, welcome to the chat. Okay, come here. Listen. She's so happy. Say hi. Hi. She really wants to say hello to everyone. Okay. Here, sit on my lap. Hopefully you all can hear me. Okay. This is probably not going to go very well. Okay, okay. Do a little bit of dog ASMR. Okay, okay, I love you too. I love you too. Okay. Okay. Here we go, here we go. Let's try to do this with the doggy. Oh man. Whoa! That messed me up. I want the gold. I got the gold, okay, so I just need 1 more, and I'm good. If I lose after getting a gold, then I definitely deserve to lose. Come on. No, hey. Yeah, you can't. There we go. Okay, now it's okay. Is this really comfortable? I know it's very comfortable. It's very comfortable. Okay. Thank you for the kiss. Yeah, she wants to play as well. I tumbled through. I know, I barely did it. Well, how about this, Papin? Perhaps a different time, because I'm not necessarily sure how long I'm gonna play. Or if I'm gonna switch games. Somebody should dunk on Dave Rubin and pick up basketball. That would be interesting to watch. Hey, thanks for coming to the stream, Bree Man. Okay, you ready? She's gonna help me play. What are you doing? My own team was trying to obstruct me. Gotcha. We are definitely going to lose. There's no way. They're just running up the score right now. Okay, here we go. Terribly. Oh, we're getting our ass beat. The red team has almost 200 points. Jesus Christ. That was brutal. That was brutal. Sonic skin. I know, I like the Sonic skin in this game. I actually have it. I was thinking about using that one. Your cat's names are Sugar and Booger. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a good question. I wish that more progressives would come back to progressive indie media, like particularly the ones that help them get elected. I think that would be great. I understand why they don't, because now that they have a bigger audience, you know, going on CNN or MSNBC helps them get their agenda passed. But at the same time, it would be really nice if they came back on progressive news shows to kind of speak directly to, like, the folks who helped them get elected, and, you know, talk more directly to the grassroots. Let me put you down. There we go. But, you know, it is a little bit frustrating. How many games have I won? I'm not sure how much I've won in total. In terms of like what I've won tonight, that would be a big fat 0. Let me run to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Hang on one sec. No sound. Can you guys hear me now? There we go. There we go. Sorry. I thought that I unmuted. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. That skin and combo is such a disaster. I think it's so awesome. You're hating on the hot dog? Come on. The hot dog bottom with the SJW top. I like it. Is my mic still muted? Can you all hear me? Okay, sounds fine. Alright. I hit unmute, but this unmute button on the mic I'm using is kind of a little bit finicky. Okay, cool. You guys can hear me loud and clear. That's awesome. Okay. I realized afterwards, when I finished my Superliminal stream and I watched part of it back, the mic was extremely loud, and it was like painful to listen to. So I apologize if any of you were listening using headphones, because that had to have been torturous. And nobody said anything, so I feel really bad. Because I wouldn't have been able to listen. Like, it was insufferable. It was so loud. I was like super close to the mic because I thought that would be like, that was the best quality based on like what I was looking at. Yeah, I was monitoring, I think, the game audio, so that was coming in perfectly, but my voice was like really loud. Oh, you thought it sounded fine? Okay, that's good then. Maybe it sounded different from your end. Just like when I listened to it back, it was really painful, and I couldn't handle it. I really don't like these winter levels. I think they're really bad. Oh, okay. I guess this works too. Nice and slow. No need to rush. Because if you mess up in this area, you are basically dead. No way you're going to qualify. Although there's like a giant group of people who are going to push me into the glove and punch me out. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, maybe playback is louder. That's interesting. I did adjust it this time, so hopefully this works. Yeah, federal politicians are not appearing on left indie shows. Yeah, you know, I think that is a problem, because if they want to legitimize like these indie YouTubers, myself included, and help, you know, build the platforms that their future colleagues are coming on and, you know, help indie media grow, then I think that they do need to do more. So it'd be great if like AOC and Bernie Sanders went on more indie media programs. You know, I'm not mad that they don't, because I understand why they don't, because the eyeballs aren't on our channels, they're on the mainstream news shows. But I mean, it is worthwhile, I think, to go on. My position on this has kind of evolved over the years, where at first I was like, it's not really that big of a deal if Bernie doesn't go on like too many indie news shows. But, you know, with time, if they ever want to beat like the mainstream media machine, then they need to at least build up some alternative, and that means you go on lefty news shows once in a while. So they definitely need to work on that. I'm 100% in agreement. was zipping through this course, and then all of a sudden, I'm out. Can I not climb up? Thank you for pushing me. That dude was putting in all the work, and I was benefiting from it. That makes me a capitalist in this game. I'm exploiting his labor. Oh, look at this fucker right here trying to push people. There we go. I know I was doing pretty good there from the start. Yeah, I mean, especially it's a little bit messed up that if they go on like these indie media tours and indie media helps them get elected, but then they like never come back on. Like I haven't had many candidates come on my show that went on to win and actually get elected to Congress. There's been a few, but for the ones that do win, I never hear from them again. And that's not necessarily me saying, oh well, they're bad people and they're giving me the cold shoulder. It's just that they're overwhelmed. I think that really they need to have staffers work in indie media to their regular schedule so we can help get out their agenda. Like if they're doing something like to promote a new bill, like Pramila Jayapal, for example, she's going to be reintroducing her Medicare for All bill. Like she needs to promote this on indie media, because I would be more than happy to bring her on to talk about this, to help build up support, make some calls, to get co-sponsors. So I mean, we're willing to help. We're willing to organize. We have audiences that aren't necessarily big, but the difference between indie media news shows and mainstream media is that we don't have passive audiences. Like our audiences are incredibly politically active. Like they'll donate, they'll make calls, and I feel like they're not utilizing that resource that is available to them. If they wanted it, they just need to reach out, or maybe we need to reach out. You know, perhaps it's not just on them. Maybe, you know, indie news shows like myself need to do a better job at reaching out to politicians as well. I think that's part of it, because I certainly don't reach out to politicians in Congress often, because I don't expect to hear a response. Whenever I've gotten like a member of Congress on the show, such as Rokana, it's always been because he reached out, and he usually will reach out if I'm criticizing him. So that's happened twice now. So I mean, perhaps, you know, the fault could be on my part and our part just in general for indie media people. I think it goes both ways. I think it's fair to say that we all need to do better at like building each other up. Let's push it this way, this way, this way. Come on, this way, this way. Okay, nobody wants to go that way. I kind of threw us off our course. I don't even think I've made it to a single final since I've started playing it. It'd be great to get like at least one win. Okay, now we're getting sabotaged by the yellow team. Come on, come on. Super heavy, so it's hard to push. Oh, yeah, we're out. That sucks. Ro went on Pac-Man once. Yeah, David Pac-Man actually gets quite a bit of politicians to go on his program. I don't know if that's because he reaches out or if they reach out to him. I'm not sure. I mean, he does have a producer, so maybe that helps. But yeah, I think that's, you know, you're making a great point. I forgot who made that point, but yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, Rokana is actually really great. I love this final. I wanted to compete in this final. Rokon is really great at reaching out to indie media. Like, anytime I criticize him and he sees it, he'll like reach out to me to either offer to come on my program, or he'll reach out to like answer any questions or whatever. Like, a lot of people disagree with some of the things that Rokana does in leftist circles, but I think that the way he is in constant communication with the left is really important. This is how you like maintain allies and, you know, build up relationships. I think it's super important. Yeah, that's a great point, actually. You know, the right wing does this. Charlie Kirk, Steven Crowder, they get on politicians from the right all the time. They get U.S. senators, Ted Cruz, and it's Ted Cruz, but he's still a U.S. senator. So it'd be great if we could get like U.S. senators on the program. But yeah, I mean, I almost got Elizabeth Warren on my show in 2020 or 2019 for the 2020 Democratic Party primary. The issue was they saw that I put out a video that I was critical of her, and so they stopped responding to me, her campaign team. And this was like when she first launched, and she was getting zero traction. She was polling at like less than 5%, I want to say, I can't remember. And they were considering having her come on my program, but they went silent. They ghosted me, and that's what happened with Tulsi Gabbard too. Tulsi Gabbard reached out, her team reached out, her old campaign manager reached out when I criticized her, and then she got a new campaign manager, and it was very clear that like they were not going to be down to come on the show, to bring her on the program if I was going to criticize her. Like, they tried to get me to give them the questions that I was going to ask in advance, and I wasn't going to do that. The most that I did was like, I'd say these are the general topics that I want to discuss, but I'm not going to give you the questions in advance, because then what's the point? Like, you can just script the question and memorize your answer, and I want like a genuine, authentic, non-politician answer. Like, I want you to be authentic. But so I sent the list of like my topics that I really wanted to ask Tulsi about, and I just got the runaround. I got ghosted, and it was to the point where I was like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm not gonna get her on the show. My whole thing is like, I'm not gonna try to kiss your ass to get you to like come on the program. I'm not gonna butter you up to come on the show. I think that that's stupid. I think that's bullshit. And I already know that like if a politician comes on my program, they're never gonna return. So I am not gonna hold back. I'm not gonna like be polite so that way they will return to the show. I know I'm never gonna hear from them again, so I'm gonna ask them tough fucking questions. And you know, when some politicians see that I ask tough questions, then others might be deterred. Like, I was trying to work out the Tulsi interview after I brought on Andrew Yang, and I asked him some pretty tough questions. Like, it wasn't like a hardball interview or anything like that, but I felt like I did a pretty good job at really like following up and asking hard questions. And yeah, maybe that had something to do with it. Like, Tulsi's team saw that I wasn't gonna be like a pushover during the interview. I don't know. Politicians are gonna politician, right? If I could use that as a verb. I mean, in theory, you'd think that politicians would accept or expect, rather, criticism, but they don't. They want softball interviews. I mean, there's a reason why Republicans go on Fox News and Democrats go on MSNBC more frequently. It's because they kind of know what to expect, and if there's pushback, you know, if it's their own team that's doing the pushback, then it's not going to be as severe as an opponent. But on indie media, like, we know we're not going to get access usually. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. Like, I'm going to ask you what I think is important. So yeah, that's my philosophy, and that is probably part of the reason why I don't get interviews with politicians. But at the same time, it's like, we have a finite amount of time. So if I'm able to do at least like one interview per week on average, then should I use my platform to like elevate a smaller candidate running for office, or should I bring on someone who is already known, or bring on a Republican and try to challenge them? It's tough, right? I really, like, during the 2020 election, part of me really wanted to invite Marjorie Taylor Greene on my program, because I thought it would be funny to just like pick her brain and ambush her with like a really hard-hitting interview. But then it was like, well, but that's kind of messed up because I could be using that time to bring on an indie media candidate, so I don't know that that's necessarily the best use of my time and energy. Where are we going, guys? Yeah, okay. Either one of those would have been fine. Yeah, you could totally have a combo. Not very many people in here usually on Twitch, so it's nice. I usually try to interact with the chat as much as possible, although when I'm playing Sekiro on the weekend, I feel like I'm going to be so stressed out and intense that it'll be hard to focus, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene would just be funny. Like, I don't even know what I would ask her, but like, I think having her on would be just hilarious. Oh god, this guy. Oh, sorry, dude. I just messed up my own team member. Oh, and I did it again. I'm terrible. On these team-based games, I'm not an asset. That's still my gold one for me, though. Yep, that's mine. I don't know if it's worth it to, like, try to get this gold when there's, like, 1,000 people going after it. We're winning, so I might as well just, like, kind of defend. Because we have gold, and they want to take it from us. Nope, that's mine. Alright, you can have it. Your team's losing anyway. You need it more than me. I didn't get away with that. Nope. See, we just gotta defend. We're doing okay. Nope, nope. Come on, help me out. Gotta take our gold. Alright, it's over. Oh, and we got a second gold. Or, no, is that the first one? Oh no, either way we won. First place. Doesn't matter. I would not be able to listen to Marjorie Taylor Greene without laughing. And I feel like that wouldn't be a very professional interview. I would just be kind of a prick because she's very stupid and has really absurd beliefs. So I wouldn't be able to take her seriously. Oh, I would totally cut her mic. What is too cringe to watch? And then you typed rectum. What is that? What's the context? Oh, rectum. Okay, okay. That caught my eye and I'm like, wait. What are you saying? Rectum. Okay, okay. I might need to use that. Oh, okay. Big yikes. Then butt jokes. If you get punched by these, it's over. You're not gonna qualify. I've learned my lesson the hard way here. I think we're good. this costume, the red panda. What if I hypothetically interview Trump? That'd be very difficult to do because I don't take him seriously, and he doesn't he reminds me of like a 4-year-old. Like, you can't really get him to answer questions. Like, if you've seen interviews with like Jonathan Swan, for example, where he tried to interview Trump, it's so difficult to even get him to focus. I love this final, by the way. Okay, I see your question. After this final, I will read it and answer it. This could be my first win of the night because I have not made it to a final yet. Ooh. There's a lot of people in this final, though. It'd be great to get at least one win. If I want to stay on this side, it could be disaster. Oof. I don't know. I might switch. Yeah, we're gonna switch. Greater likelihood that one of these platforms will be up. Yep, I'm glad I switched. Okay. That was a smart decision. Now there's so many people on this side, though. It's getting crowded. I don't think another one's gonna fall. I think this is it. Now there's just a million people jumping for a very long time, probably. Okay, we need to spread out. It's not a crowd. Let's all take a spot on the platforms. Okay. Getting a little bit better. Thinning the crowd here. Okay, stop. I feel like they're all congregating to wherever I'm at. I'm trying to get my own little corner, and they're following me, and it's stressing me out. This is nerve-wracking. Just let me have it, come on. I want it. Jump off. Oh, one of them listened. Oh, we're gonna take forever. Whoa! Whoa, no! Oh! So close. So close. Good on you, though. Good on you. I applaud you. I applaud you. That was great. Okay, let me read your question. Do you think lefty indie media that is well known should help others that are trying to get their names out there, at least somewhat? I noticed that the right does this to a certain extent by going on each other's shows all the fucking time. It's kind of nuts. Yeah, I think that we should try to help smaller channels to an extent. I think that among the already established YouTubers, there should be more cross-pollination, but we don't really do that, and I don't know why we don't do that, but we should do that more. In terms of smaller channels, I will go on any smaller channel usually, but I've kind of gotten a little bit of cold feet in promoting smaller channels because I've learned the hard way that not everyone is a good faith actor. So like way back in the beginning of the podcast days for me, I brought on folks like H.A. Goodman, Sane Progressive. Does anyone remember Sane Progressive? Who kind of like turned out to be Alex Jones of the left, and like all these folks who are just weird. I mean, not all of them, right? And it kind of scared me because I don't know who is good faith actors, who's gonna turn out to be like some MAGA chud. So I kind of got a little bit worried and stopped bringing newer lefties on my show, but I do go on their show to promote, or to let them talk about whatever they want to talk about, and I'll promote that. But I don't bring them on my show as much, only because it's really difficult to vet someone, and I want to responsibly platform anyone who I platform. You remember Sane Progressive? Yeah, I brought her on my show, and I mean, the signs were there, and I don't want to like disparage her because she's not here to defend herself, but she basically started saying some crazy shit, like I think it was the Parkland, was it Parkland? She said that was like a false flag and that the students were crisis actors, and it's like, whoa, okay, so you're like literally indistinguishable from Alex Jones, and I brought you on my program and I helped build you up to an extent. I mean, I'm not saying that she got big because of me, but I helped by platforming her and legitimizing her. So to answer your question, I think we should help build up smaller channels, but carefully, very carefully. Yeah, Nika House is friends with a Nazi. Yeah, Jack Prosiviak, is that his name? Yeah, dude is like, isn't he a white supremacist? I couldn't be friends with a Nazi. I can't even talk to my brother who's a Trump supporter, so I definitely could not be friends with a fucking Nazi. I don't know how anyone just like disregards that. I don't know. I don't get it. You know. Justice Democrats pushing for Nero was a surprise to me. Yeah. Who was it? The executive director, Alexandra Rojas. Is that her name? Like, what was that? I don't know what she was doing. That was really bizarre to me, and it was stupid. Pushing for Neera Tanden is absolutely nonsensical, and I'm so glad that she failed. I don't understand even what the argument was for Neera Tanden from Alexandra Rojas. I know I talked about that on my program, but just like the mere prospect of a leftist pushing for Neera Tanden, who is a neoliberal corporate Democrat, literally, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it seems contradictory to the goals and the mission of Justice Democrats. I didn't get that. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna disagree with people from time to time because politics is inherently divisive, but there are some things that I think are pretty easy. You know, it's pretty obvious what's the right answer if you're a leftist, and you know, caping for Neera Tanden, definitely not something that I would expect an actual leftist to support. But yeah, I don't donate to Justice Democrats. I've never donated to Justice Democrats. I've always been of the belief that you should donate directly to candidates, because Justice Democrats, they get to choose. Whoa! That was awesome. We finished in first place because I got yeeted. That's awesome. What was I saying? So if you donate to organizations like Brand New Congress or Justice Democrats, they get to choose the way that they distribute funds to candidates. But if you really support like an individual candidate and you just donate directly to that candidate, I think honestly, like in my opinion, that's the best way to spend your money, because especially if you do like monthly donations, because that allows the candidate to like sign up, or not sign up, I'm sorry, what am I saying? That allows the candidate to be able to like anticipate how much revenue they're gonna make per month, and that means they can hire people, pay them a living wage and whatnot. And my dog is snoring so loud right now. You guys can probably hear this on the stream, but yeah. Let's see, trying to go back. I missed some of the chat. Hog, yes. How can you stand family members who are MAGA? Luckily, none of my families are MAGA. Yeah, look, me and my brother, before he went like MAGA, he wasn't necessarily a Trump supporter. He was like a Ted Cruz supporter. And we got into a giant, uncomfortable debate. And now he's basically a Trump supporter as far as I know. And it's, I mean, we can't really talk. The last time that we talked was when my dad died, and I asked him how he was doing, and if he needed anything. But that was it. Like, it's really awkward. If you support Donald Trump, like, your values are so fundamentally opposed to everything that I believe in, and just basic human decency, that I don't even know how to talk with you, and that may sound like petty and a little bit like tribalistic even, but I mean, for me, like, I'm a gay dude. So it's like, if you're gonna support someone who is trying to restrict my rights, then I feel like there's no basis for a relationship right there. You know, I can't really associate with you. It's hard to talk with you. I mean, you know, just because someone is related to me doesn't mean that I have to associate with them. Like, and if you believe things that are harmful, then yeah, I can't fuck with you. And that's, some people probably find that view problematic, but that's just like my feelings. It is what it is. You know, it's hard to like put that aside when somebody believes things that are so problematic, so harmful and hurtful. So yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of conservatives in America, so odds are most of you know someone who's conservative, and it sucks. Yeah, that's exactly it. If you support Trump, you've abandoned values, full stop. And it's not just like I don't agree with conservatism, because there's a difference between like just disagreeing with the policies that conservatives push. Like, Donald Trump was different in the sense that he was quite literally against democracy, and like you can't have a functioning society. You can't consolidate democracy further if you have a politician or a party that doesn't even believe in the basic premise of democracy. So it's different. He is different than, you know, other politicians. Oh nice, somebody clipped out the yeet. That's awesome. Oh my god, my dog is snoring so loud right now. I'm not sure if you all can hear it. I'm just gonna follow the crowd with this one. Go first. You go. No, you go. Go. Okay. I don't want to be the first one. Okay. Come on. Let's all just shuffle. There we go. Move on. Go. Nope. We're all on one single block. Come on, go ahead. Oh! Somebody's gonna make a run for it. Oh, here we go, here we go. Right when I said that, they did. Your brother turned MAGA and anti-vax. Yeah, that's tough. That's really, really tough. I'm sorry about that. Usually, you know, if they're MAGA, there's a lot of other nonsensical beliefs associated with that. Like my uncle is MAGA, and he is a COVID denier. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I watched, what was it, Vice, the movie about, like, Cheney, and, Mary Cheney. I mean, her father is terrible, and I hope that she has disowned him and Liz Cheney. But yeah, that would suck. I mean, I know firsthand. By the way, this is the worst final ever. Because if you make one mistake, it's over. And it's over for me. I'm not gonna win this one. I might as well just like sit back. It's tough. This one is really tough. You have to basically have a flawless run to the top if you want even a chance. I've only won this a couple of times, and that's like putting in probably like 200 hours. Yeah, it's over. Okay, well, take care. Thank you so much for coming, stopping by. Yeah, I don't know what the way that their brain works. It's tough, you know. A lot of it is fueled by conspiratorial thinking. You know, in case of like some of my family members, it's due to religion, and that kind of like is linked to the conspiratorial thinking and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know, it's depressing to think about. I know someone who had family members who were Bernie supporters during the primary, and then all of a sudden they went like full Trump and full QAnon and just like they flipped in the span of weeks, and it completely ruined their relationship. And she's talking to me about this, and you could just like feel like the pain in her face, because like how do you change that fundamentally, where you jump from one side of the political spectrum all the way to the other end of the political spectrum? How do you do that? Like, if somebody were to organically do that, in theory it should take like years as you learn and you read and you evolve, but to flip that fast is just, it's mind-blowing to me. It really is mind-blowing. And it happens a lot. Like, there were a lot of Bernie Sanders supporters during the 2015-2016 Democratic Party primary who flipped and supported Trump. Are we frozen? I think we're frozen. Looks like the game's frozen. Oh, okay, we're good. And I just don't know. Like, what's her name? Cassandra Fairbanks. Like, wasn't she a huge Bernie supporter during the primaries? And now she's basically alt-right. I mean, I don't know a lot about her position, so I don't want to mischaracterize what she believes in, but now she's basically like far right. She might be a Nazi. Like, I literally don't know what she believes, but she's definitely no longer like progressive. And I don't know how you go from Bernie to Trump. Like, anti-establishment isn't enough. Like, that's not a political ideology. Being anti-establishment shouldn't like dictate your ideology. It shouldn't dictate what policies you support. We're anti-establishment because the establishment sucks. The establishment is pro-capitalist, not because establishment is like some style of politician where you're kind of like off the cuff and against the grain. Like, that's not what being anti-establishment should be about. Like, I think that people just want to be edgy and counterculture, and they're just lost politically. And what the Trump supporters offered was kind of like a home to people, or an identity to people who weren't necessarily involved, but they know that something's wrong. So Donald Trump is kind of like explaining that it's immigrants that are the problem. So that's not the right answer, but it's an answer to people who want to know what's happening, why the system has failed. Yeah, Tim Canova. Yeah, another one. Trump supporter. Endorsed by Bernie in 2016, and then just MAGA chat. What's the other lady who I interviewed on my program, actually? She was running for Congress against Danny Hack in 2018. I'm blanking on her name. Tambourine Borelli. Straight up MAGA chat now. Like, full-blown MAGA chat in 2 years. And I don't know when she made the flip, but, like, how do you go from being a progressive, challenging an incumbent Democrat because they don't support Medicare for All, to like fully embracing Donald Trump, who is against Medicare for All? I don't understand the logic. These folks are making political decisions and adopting identities based on emotions. I think I can't wait to read the political psychology of this era, because it is fucking weird and bizarre. Like, if you're a leftist, there's like leftist politics, it's evolved to an extent, but it's never really changed. It's always been about labor and making sure that workers have rights, and that there's more funding of public programs. It just, I don't know. I don't understand it. American politics is in a very weird state currently. Oh, you just knocked me off. No, I'm not gonna risk that. It could pay off, but I'm not gonna get yeeted into... First place! It seems like we only punch down as a society instead of up. Totally agree. Totally agree. Rather than attacking the issue of homelessness, what do? We criminalize homeless people being homeless. Have you guys ever heard of like anti-homeless architecture? Well, they'll put dividers on benches and spikes on the ground so homeless people can sit there. Like, cities will invest money into doing that rather than trying to house homeless people. That tells you how morally bankrupt our society is. It's just, it's depressing, honestly. Jimmy Dore, I think it's a case of attacking Democrats too much, even more aggressive ones, so it becomes doom and gloom and attracts a certain audience. Yeah, I mean, look, when I first got started, I ended up building up kind of a large following of right-wingers because I really was relentlessly attacking Hillary Clinton. And I thought that that was fine. I mean, it is fine to attack Hillary Clinton. She's terrible. And I was attacking her from the left, but it doesn't necessarily matter. When I was attacking Hillary Clinton, right-wingers just thought that we were aligned, when that's not the case. And I didn't do enough to denounce, conservatism and denounce the Republican Party and Donald Trump. So they probably thought that I was an ally. So you have to make sure that if you're going to attack Democrats, you do it in a way that doesn't attract right-wingers, basically. You have to always attack them from the left and attack the system, the institutions that make Democratic politicians terrible. Pretty sure this is the final, is it not? Yeah, there's just 5 of us. We were zipping through this episode of the game. Everybody's doing pretty good. Oh. It's just a couple of us left. Alright, comrades. Ooh, look at that. I'm trying to push him off. That's dirty. Nah, get away from me. I don't trust you. You're playing dirty. I don't trust this dude right here. It's getting super fast, and nobody's falling. Or not enough people are falling, I should say. Somebody fell. I'm getting dizzy. This is really good, dizzying. Okay, don't stand close to me. I don't want to be near you. I don't trust you. Especially the dude with the cape. He plays dirty. Oh, it's like there's not very much room left too. Ooh, this is like really intense. This is scary. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh. Oh no! Well, it was a good game. Oh, and the dude who was pushing people won. That's not fair. That's unjust. So close again, I know, right? Super close. What do you think of the song Solidarity Forever and the International? I don't know. I don't know that I've heard that one. Who sings that? Is it like a mainstream song? I'm kind of a boomer when it comes to pop culture and stuff, so odds are I have never heard it, unfortunately. Okay, how about this? I'm gonna do one more game, and then we'll close the chat because it's getting pretty late. It's almost midnight. And yeah, are you a weeb? I'm not really a weeb. Like, I feel kind of like I have some qualities about me that perhaps make me weebish, but I'm definitely not like the traditional definition of weeb. No, those are both leftist songs. Okay, yeah, I don't think I've heard them. No, for sure. You know, I have always considered myself kind of like weeb-ish, but the thing that's missing is me liking anime. Although I do think that I probably would enjoy anime if I got into it. I know I have a couple of friends that would recommend me a lot of anime to watch. I just haven't done it yet, although I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little bit desperate when it comes to shows. There's like nothing to watch. So I may get into it and go like full weeb. I want to watch Attack on Titan. I've heard that that's really good. If I go full weeb, I need a, what is it called? Is it a waifu or a waifu? Like one of those giant pillows. Those just like genuinely look comfortable. So I would get one even if I wasn't like super weebish. I just think that those are cool. I don't know what else I need to be a full weeb. Is my husband a weeb? No, he's probably like closer to being a weeb than I am because he plays like more hardcore games like, you know, WoW and stuff like that. I mean, I guess that doesn't necessarily qualify you as a weeb, but I've always been more of a casual gamer, whereas he's been more hardcore. But I think that if I were to go full weeb and start watching anime, he'd be down for it too. Because like we kind of grew up on the same shows and video games and stuff like that. But if we do become weebs, I'll let you know. I've been asked that before, and I think I do give out like weeb vibes, which is funny. Death Note. Yeah, you know what? I've heard of Death Note before too. If I were to get into anime, I know I would like it. For sure, for sure. Look at you walking on the railing. That was kind of cool. Now I'm doing it. Hey everyone, look at me, I'm walking on the railing. Am I gonna be first? I think I'm gonna be first. Oh, no, there's somebody right behind me. Okay, give me some space. You're making me nervous. Okay, good. I'm first. Haha. I need to pick someone to root for. I'm gonna root for this space dude. You got this. Oh, is it really? Death Note is reactionary? Interesting. I'd have to watch some trailers and do some research before I get into it. But I will say I'm to the point where I don't think I could watch any like mainstream shows anymore. Like I know that a lot of people like WandaVision. I just can't do any more superhero bullshit. I barely made it through The Mandalorian. I thought it was really boring. I mean, it was okay, but I'm just kind of over Star Wars superhero stuff. I want something completely new. So maybe I'll give anime a try. Demon Slayer. Interesting. So some conflicting thoughts on Death Note. Well, how about this? I'll have to look it up. I'll have to figure it out. If I were to watch something, it'd probably be Attack on Titan first, only because so many people have hyped it up. But I feel like since they hyped it up, maybe my expectations might be a little bit too high. I like that person's hair. I think it's cool. It's giving me hippie vibes. I feel like me being an SJW and the hippie, we have to stick together. We have to make it to the end and become friends. Oh, that's not. Oh, come on, come on. Hey Mike, would you be willing to go on the Hippy Dippy podcast? I've never heard of that. Is that like a leftist podcast? I mean, I'm pretty much down to go on most podcasts. So sure, I guess I would be. Let's have Lefty Drunk Mario Party with the hosts of Humans Report, Secular Talk, Rational National, and the David Packman Show. That would be so much fun. That would be incredible. I don't know if David Packman and Kyle Kulinski play. Everyone's just like camping this finish line. I don't know if Kyle plays video games and David Packman. Kyle would probably be more likely than David Packman. I've heard him talk about playing golf games on Kyle and Corin, so I'm not sure about David Packman. Yeah, you know, I don't know. David Packman strikes me as somebody who doesn't really game, but I could be completely wrong about that. Because my mom plays video games, and she probably doesn't strike me as a gamer. So it's a panel hosted by Dylan Burns, who was a Grabel presidential campaign manager. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd be down for that. I'll have to look it up. I've never heard of that. There's a lot of new shows that pop up every election cycle, and I'm still learning about some of the newcomers. But, you know, usually if there's an invite to a lefty show, I don't turn it down. Unless they're really, really small and they have, like, you know, no viewers, then I might, you know, recommend that they build up their audience and then I'll come on. Because I don't think that, you know, they should build up an audience specifically because they have, you know, me on. I think that I want to see them at least try to, you know, prove themselves in some ways, and that they have a reason to have a show. If that makes sense. It's like I don't want to waste my time and their time. You know, they just started. I think they should try to build it up because they have really unique insight and commentary. Not, you know, build up a following because they bring on other people. But I mean, I'm pretty open to going on smaller shows. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. That ended quickly. That was kind of a different finale. I feel like I've only had that finale like once before. Yeah, not worth anyone's time to talk to an empty room. That's kind of my philosophy. Like, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm a snob. Like, you have to have 10,000 subscribers for me to even acknowledge you. Like, if you have a couple hundred subscribers and you're really consistent and you're definitely trying to build something and I think you do good work, I would totally go on. I've gone on, like, shows that have no subs, and I kind of regretted it because it was like, okay, what we did, like, it was a 2-hour-long podcast, and it got, like, 5 views. Not necessarily the best use of my time and their time as well. So, you know, I mostly say yes, but, you know, there are some limits for sure. Yeah, definitely, I agree with that goal of encouraging people to kind of like cross-pollinate. Man, I really wish that I made it to this finale. I guess that last one wasn't a finale. This would have been fun. And they have a little fan blowing too. Huh. Yeah, I mean, that's tough. A pre-interview screening process, like a vetting process. I need something. I also need that for candidates too, because it's not just like indie media folks who I've brought on that turned out to be like crazy, like H.A. Goodman or Sane Progressive. It's also been candidates. I mean, I've brought on Tim Canova. I've brought on, what's her name? I keep forgetting her name. Cambrine Borelli. So it's really difficult because, you know, I don't have much to go on a lot of the time. Usually, when I decide to bring on a candidate, it's because, you know, they have a good platform. You know, Medicare for all, that's the first thing I look for. And then I look for, you know, more comprehensive and nuanced foreign policy. If they're, you know, not just saying generic things, like I want to end the wars. Okay, specifically, what does that mean? What are your views on, you know, U.S. imperialism more broadly speaking? I just want to see that there's substance. They can actually speak to the policies that are on their platform. Because if they can't, then I'm not going to waste my time. if they can't speak specifically to things that they're running on, and they're just kind of like using buzzwords and, you know, not really substantive, then I'm not gonna waste my time. Because when I'm bringing a candidate on my program, they're going to be asking my viewers for donations. They're going to be taking up time. You know, it's a large effort. So I want to make sure that it's going to be worth the time. But there's not a lot that I can go on in terms of vetting them, so it's a little bit tricky. It's tough to, you know, weed out the bad actors and the opportunists. So yeah. Well, I think that we will end the stream right there, folks. I will definitely be back on the weekend. I really enjoy streaming on Twitch. It's a ton of fun. Like I said, I'll be streaming Sekiro on the weekend. I might play some more Fall Guys. I think it would be cool. Let me see where we're at. I want to get to level 40 before the next season launches. And it'd be cool to get these crowns so I can get some sweet gear in case the next season has like cool sci-fi themes. So maybe I'll play some more Fall Guys. I kind of enjoyed that again. I was a little bit burnt out, but that was actually pretty fun. So I may play more Fall Guys as well. But yeah, I will see you all later. Would you play with viewers? Possibly. We'd have to add each other on Steam, and if I end up playing with some viewers, then I'd feel bad not playing with others, and then my Steam friends list is like super large, and I'm trying to keep it like small, just with people I know in real life. But you know, maybe I think it would be fun. We could play Among Us. I think that's pretty easy to play with others. I would be down for that, although I am bored with Among Us. But you know, we'll see. I'm new to Twitch streaming, so I'll be back, and yeah, we'll do this again. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's been fun.